Hi, everyone. I'm Shannon with Arise Home Education, and I am thrilled to talk to you a little bit about our contextual British history class. In the upcoming semester, we have got a class based on the life of Jane Austen. So, a little bit of backstory here. So, we're creating British history courses here at Arise that are companion studies that work with the literature courses to enrich the learning and also help prepare those students that are taking the literature exams. So we create a companion history component that allows students to take it as a standalone history course or take it as that required companion for success in the literature exams, because there is some history in those literature exams as well. So that is the backstory of how we create specifically the literature and the history classes here at Arise. So we've done a Shakespeare class where in the literature it was, I believe it was The Merchant of Venice this last year. And so that was the year one class. So the year one history was Shakespeare and the Tudor era, and then for first semester. And then the second semester class that we're doing is about the Georgian era, and that is the era in which Jane Austen lived. And so she is kind of our anchor person, if you will, as we look at things contextually. So what does that mean? When we're looking at things contextually within this history course, what I'm doing with our high schoolers is I'm taking them from a kind of a single vantage point and looking around and saying, who else was alive, making a difference, found important, famous, those kind of words, at the same time that Jane Austen was alive, that may have influenced her, or that she may have influenced them, or that they may have run in the same circles, if you will. So it's the idea of allowing a little bit of creative license to help understand the Georgian era and be able then to ask the question, what happens if we put ourselves into this era and we begin thinking about what kind of conversations they would have about the things in their time period, and then also what might they do at like a dinner party? What would a dinner party look like? So in doing it that way, you touch on the historical, the social, and etiquette of the era, as well as the really high points in maybe music and theater, arts and sciences, and even military action and world events in those eras. So as we go through and build this kind of book of knowledge, if you will, the students will learn about a lot of people, and they will do research on 3 to 5 people a week based on a certain focus, like world leaders or scientists and inventors, or other literary famous people, poets, novelists, that type of thing. And we'll go through each week and learn about people of the Georgian era. At the same time, we will be learning about Jane Austen herself in that era. And then with all that information, we take it into an event. And there is a little bit in this event that is a little bit different than the one in the Tudor era, where it involves a time machine. I'll just leave it at that. I don't want to spoil it and give it away, but it does involve a bit of a time machine for the students to just kind of mix it up a little bit and bring out the things we want to learn most from Jane Austen about society and culture, as well as learning the history of the time period, the British history and the contextual world history, all at that same time. So it's a 15-week class. It is specifically for high school students. So that is, 12, 13, 14 on up, ideally 15, 16 and up. And the reason for that isn't necessarily because the work is so difficult, but there is a lot of it. There is a lot of research. There is a lot of reading, and those kind of things are definitely geared toward those that are looking at either they're in ninth grade, 10th grade, 11th grade, if you're following a US model, even 12th grade, as well as those that are studying for GCSEs or IGCSEs and on from there. So that gives you the age frame for that. So 10 weeks of history, it ends up for the US folk being a half a credit of social studies. And then you would also get the half a credit on the literature side of things. If you are already enrolled for the full year where you've done Shakespeare in the first half and the Tudor era, then of course you get credits for that. And we will see you in class. It starts in January for this session. And so if you have questions, feel free to tag me in a post, send us an email at arisehomeeducation.com, and we will answer all your questions and give you some more information with whatever you need to help you make a decision for this class for January. All right, I'll see you guys in class.